Okay, so please, do you understand up to this point, especially the strictly comma students? So J, you feed it with f of s, but you know f of s. F of x is what? S plus 3. So that would take the place of f of x. So now it comes to J, okay, you put what? S plus 3. So J evaluated at this expression. So take note. Okay, so now what do? We are going to get this to be equal to, wherever we see x in G of x, we put s plus 3 there. So there is only one x here, so x plus 3, but that x is squared. Okay, so this will be squared. And we know that this is the same as s squared plus what? Twice the product of this and this. Okay, so that will give us 2. I'm writing that step as, okay, maybe an explanation step. Twice the product of what? Of x and what? And 3. Okay, then plus your 3 squared. You can always do this mentally. So I will move from here to here, which will give us s squared plus 6x, okay, plus 9. And if you cannot do it mentally, please, you know what to do. You write equal to, then come and write s plus 3, okay, into x plus 3. Then now you come and expand. This time, this will give you s squared. This time, this will give you plus 3x. This time, this will give you plus 3x. This time, this will give you plus 9. Then after expansion, you have like terms to combine. So s squared plus 6x plus 9 will all end up the same. But by the time you even write this, I will be true and we will be true with our final answer. The fact that you've written more doesn't mean we'll give you more marks. So the person who handles it maturely will get the 4 marks as well. So at this point, you draw your conclusion. Therefore, your G of f of x, okay, will be equal to s squared plus 6x plus 9. We could have drawn our conclusion at this point, because when we use the identity, we know that we'll end up getting the simplified results, okay, with your combination done automatically. But use this, you will now come and combine like terms. So if this happens to be your rough word to you, okay, must cancel. Okay. Any questions? No questions. Yes, please, my professors.
So please, can you go over from the third point?
From third point. Which third point here?
No, the one before that one.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. If you know G of x, remember you know G of anything. Is that not it? Were you with us when we did, let me see, am I recording? Am I recording?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, yes.
All right, okay. So you were with me or we were with us when we were doing the evaluation of functions, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so here you are evaluating this function at a particular expression, not a value. So it means wherever I see x in G of x, my new input now is s plus 3, but G of x is s squared. So it means this now becomes s plus 3, but it's squared, so squared.
Okay, sir.
You get it now? Then the rest, okay, will be between you and your JHS teacher. Okay, so that will be it, okay, for what we have there. So let's go and look at, you are doing well, if indeed. Hello, come again.
Please, the fourth, the fourth point, why didn't you factorize it?
No, you don't have to factor, because I remember I've told you, okay, factorization will only be necessary when your intention is to reduce. Okay, here you don't have a denominator, so if you factorize, you just waste your time. And in any case, if you factorize, okay, you can see that you end up getting this. You go back to this because there's a factorized form. Okay, we want you to give us the expanded version, not the factorized form.
Okay.
So if you want you to factorize, we will tell you. In that case, okay, we'll give you a denominator which will warrant factorization to reduce. Otherwise, no. Okay, Prof. Paulette Paris, were you the one?
Yes, please. Please, I wanted to ask the solution. The place is written, given that f of x is equal to x plus 3. Please,
I didn't write given that. I wrote given.
Sorry, given f of f of x is equal to x plus 3. I want to know what's beside it.
And hey, my handwriting. Okay. Okay, but you should know anything that I write, I say it before I write it. So you should be able to connect. Okay, if you are listening attentively, you should be able to connect. Okay, and because I'm using the guitar board, you know, okay, some of it will not come, but I'm trying. Okay, my handwriting is even better. Okay, so you can imagine if I'm using a marker. Okay, all right. So now this is what, if you don't have any issue again, then this will be it for the I. Now the last, okay, one that we are going to do together. Okay, so what are we supposed to evaluate? Okay, J of F of what, 2? Okay, the basic meaning of this one is that J, you feed it with what? F of 2. And what will be F of 2? F of 2 will mean wherever we see X in F of S, we put 2 there. Take note of this. That is the meaning. Okay, as simple as that. However, we'll handle it from another perspective too and see if you end up getting the same results. Okay, so at this point, this will be equal to wherever I see X in F of S, I put 2 there, and that will be in my bracket here. So F of X is this. So I will get 2 plus 3. So I will get 2 plus, oops. Forgive me. Okay, so 2 plus what? 3. Okay, which will give me J of what? Of 5. So it means I need to evaluate my function J at 5. So where is my J? So that will give me 5 squared. Okay, which will be equal to what? 25. So I will say that therefore my J of F of 2, okay, will be equal to 25. All correct. Or I should come again.
Yes, please.
Okay, I asked 2 questions. So your yes is for which one?
Please come again.
Hey, come again, FC. All right. Okay, so no issues. Make sure you understand before you leave. Okay, so where should I start? Where do I start? First step, second step, where?
First step.
First step. Hey, because you know that my head is big, every load you want me to carry. All right. So this is what we have. J of what? F of 2. You know J of F of S means, okay, you substitute the F of X there. So J of F of 2 means, okay, you substitute the F of 2 here. But what is F of 2? So meanwhile, someone can go and write, but, okay, F of 2 is equal to F of 2 will be, wherever you see X in F of S, you put 2 there. So that will give you 2 plus 3, which will be equal to 5. Is that clear?
Yes, please.
Okay, so it means my F of 2 now will be 5. But I did that, okay, together. I didn't take it out. So if you do that one, if you come and write but, okay, F of 2 is equal to this, and you come and get that, then you have to come and write, therefore, J of F of 2 will be equal to J of what? 5. Then now you know J of S, so you can find J of anything. So J of 5 will give you 5 squared. Okay, 25, and you draw your conclusion. Is that clear? Okay, alternatively, I'm just saying this just by the way. I won't, okay, even...
Can't you just refer from the question, the
Come
first question,
again.
the I? So can't you just refer from the first question, the I? Since the
Yeah,
I
so,
was J.
yes, that's the alternative method. Okay, because you are a relative math student, so you know that you have, okay, flexible ways of dealing with this. But the easiest way would be this. That's the more reason why I handled this one from this perspective. But you know that J of F of what? Okay, so what you have there, J of what? Oops. J of F of 2. Okay, let me write it this way, the normal one. So J of F of 2. You know this is equal to J of what? F of what? 2. Which is the same as J of what? F, okay, into what? Into 2. Feed it with what? 2. It's the same thing. But J of F, what you know? Yeah, you know it's the same as the J of F of X. So you can feed it with 2. So here, what you have there, which is J of f of 2, will be equal to you feeding this function with 2. So that will give you 2 squared, okay, plus 6 into 2, okay, plus 9, okay, which gives us 4, okay, plus 12, plus 9, which will give us what? 25 as well. But I think this one is better. Letting my students, because they have further explanation to this, they can use this route. But please, it's better you follow this route. Okay, the strictly formal students. However, if you appreciate this, you can use it as well. All correct?
Yes, please.
Okay, very good. So this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Okay, and okay, we are not going to have any homework. Take notes. You need to prepare for your test, which will take off, okay, tomorrow. Okay, make sure you come to class on time. Okay, and the instruction for the test will be put on the platform. Thank you very much for making the class a success. God bless us all.